Hello from that math tutor guy. Let's go ahead and take a look at this high school pre-calc problem. So this problem involves a lot of trig functions and some trig inverse functions, and we're going to need to use one of our trig identities to be able to solve this. So remember, one of our trig identities allows us to take sine x minus y and split it up. Becomes sine x cosine y minus sine y cosine x. And now let's go ahead and use this fact to be able to rewrite the whole expression. So this gives us sine of x, or cosine inverse of square root 2 over 2, times cosine of y minus sine of y, and then finally cosine of cosine inverse of square root 2 over 2. Okay, now we just need to simplify each one of these expressions. These first two, this one and this one, we can go ahead and do using triangles. So for example, let's calculate this one first. We're going to make a right triangle, and we're going to say that cosine inverse of the square root 2 over 2 is equal to theta. So here, theta is equal to cosine inverse square root 2 over 2. And what that means is, because we have a right triangle and cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, we have square root 2 over 2, and to calculate the remaining side we go ahead and use the Pythagorean theorem. The remaining side needs to be square root 2. What is sine of theta here? Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so our answer here is square root 2 over 2. So we have that this is equal to square root 2 over 2. Now let's go ahead and calculate this expression. We're going to do a very similar thing. We need to create another right triangle. Okay. And I'll draw another theta. This time theta is equal to sine inverse of 1/2. So that means that we have opposite over hypotenuse, and we can use the Pythagorean theorem to calculate the remaining side, square root 3. Okay, we're looking at cosine. So cosine of theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. So we get square root 3 over 2. Now let's calculate sine inverse of 1/2. This is straightforward. The sine and sine inverse, they're going to cancel each other out. So this is just 1/2. The cosine inverse, those cancel each other out too. So we end up with square root 6 divided by 4 minus square root 2 divided by 4. So this is our final answer. Thanks for watching.